How Gulathar, the deep sieger, spake of the worm that dieth not. Now when the evening waxed late, and the wind drave the sea mist against the casements, the talk among them had lapsed to silence, and they sat a while with their ale cups low and the fire burning red. The ale was strong, their hearts were warm, and for a time all foreboding was forgot. Perilothran sang a short lay of the south marches, and Urius beat the table softly with his knuckles to the tune. But when the song was ended, Phaethar, who ever mingled cheer with scorn, began to jest of the dark paths they soon would trod. "Mark me," he said, lifting his tankard. "If we go deep enough into the tower's roots, we shall come out beneath the very floor of the sun, hanging upside down like bats and quaffing stalactite dew for our wine. Then I'll open a tavern there and call it the Worm's Belly, and there will be ever room within." At that they laughed, some spitting ale for merriment. Kaijet clapped the table and said, "Aye, and the beast will spit thee out again, Phaethar, for thy tongue is sourer than vinegar. He'd sooner dine upon a bishop." Urius smiled grimly and said, "Better a worm below than one within. Men whose valor is just arrogance, cleverly guised, aye, are eaten long before they're swallowed." Then came a lull in the mirth, for Urius's words had a weight in them, and none could tell if he jested or prophesied. Only the fire crackled, and the sea moaned faint through the shutters. Then Gulathar, who had sat apart, his cup untouched and his eyes upon the flame, spake low and hoarse, as one half dreaming. "Laugh while ye may, but speak not lightly of worms, my friends, for I have seen one, and lived to curse the memory, the worm that dieth not. I saw it in elder days, when the wide world was nor old, and my hair was yet greyed. We were 22 deep siegers, venturing along the shores of the intermundane sea that rolls beneath the earth. We were seeking the lost trove caverns of Caernox, brave men all, and some dearer to me than brethren. We left the cavernous sea and turned along an ancient canyon. The waters there are black as pitch, and the stones are hot beneath your feet. There the stalagmites are as mountains, and we traveled tunnels wide as cities, where the river Sigowash flows as fresh water under fire and ice. And from the deep, as we marched along the shore, in the midst of that realm, the thing came, vast as judgment, red as a wound. Its eyes were lamps of the burning pit, and its breath was a storm. Ere we could sound the horn, half our number were taken in mouthfuls, armor and all, so fast was its fury. Some the worm hunted down and devoured, the rest we lost to mad panic, for not of this world was the sound it made. It found me. Once did I strike at it, once only, and my blade snapped like glass. Now did Gulathar at last take of his cup, swallowing down the barrel-aged ale. Then into darkness I was taken, and knew the light of day no more for many years, time beyond reckoning. Yet I lived, and there it was that I found the key of the gates of Dariel. Yea, within the vermed belly, as in a tomb alive, I abided, hearing the beating of its hearts, and the groaning of earth around. I tell you, time itself runs different down there. Mayhap I slept a century, for my own flesh, being not in full of humankind, persists against the naturally formed acid of bellies. But in that year, when Nistol burned, some men, as if by miracle, found me and pulled me free, and I rose again and tread the earth's surface, but with no comrade left to name me. Since then I have known this. The worm dieth not. Strike it, burn it, curse it, it will rise again, for it feedeth on the sins of men, and can scent the heat of their pride. Wherever kingdoms fall and deep works are raised against heaven, there will its shadow coil beneath the stones. May we never meet it, and our venture goeth where it slither not. When he had ended, none spake for a long while. The fire gave a crack as though it too were afraid. The merriment was gone out of them, like breath from a slain man. At last Urius said, slow and thoughtful, "Thou hast been in hell, friend, and returned to warn us." Gulathar answered not, but looked into the embers as one who readeth omens there. Then Phaethar, uneasy, muttered, "No scorn meant." The deep-sieger gave him a faint smile. "Fret not, only remember, if ever ye feel the earth begin to tremble, or the waters retreat, flee not backward, but forward, for the deeps have no mercy." And with that he drained his cup and rose, casting his shadow long across the floor. "Too much I told ye, causing ye dread overmuch. Now, if ye mind not, I'll step outside for a breather." The others watched him go, and no man laughed again that night. The sound of the sea outside seemed nearer, heavy with unseen motion, as though something vast had stirred in its sleep.